Dan Locke's Top 10 Rules for Success. When I was growing up, I always thought that the only way to become successful was to study really hard and do well at school. That seemed to be the norm in society, as everyone around me seemed to think the same way. That's how we were raised by our parents, and that's how their parents raised them. Of course, success means different things to different people, but nowadays, the ones who are financially free are the business owners and entrepreneurs. Today, I'm going to be telling you about one of my favorite entrepreneurs and his top 10 rules for success. Dan Locke immigrated to Canada at the age of 14 with no money and no prospects. He couldn't even speak English at the time. As he grew up, he started and failed at 13 different businesses, but has now become one of the highest paid consultants in his niche. Here are his top 10 tips for success. Rule number 1. Learn more. One of Dan's first business partners scammed him out of $150,000. He lost all his savings, and because of that, he vowed to learn all he could about internet marketing. He read a book every 2 to 3 days, absorbing all the information he could. He was constantly feeding his hunger to learn. This is a very important point if you want to become good at anything. Rule number 2. Add value first. When Dan was starting out, he distributed 5,000 flyers to advertise his lawn cutting services. Days went by and not a single person called him to take him up on his offer. This is when he realized that no matter how good your product or service is, if you don't know how to get it out there and market it properly, nobody is going to pay attention to you. This is when he decided to look around the neighborhood for houses with uncut grass, and when he found a suitable house, he cut the grass without the owner's permission. He waited around for the owner to get home, and when she did, she was so happy that someone had cut the grass as her husband was away traveling. She paid him $100. This is why he lives by the philosophy that you have to add value first. Rule number 3. Improve yourself. When Dan Locke went to his mentor, complaining that things weren't working out for him, his mentor told him that his business is always a reflection of himself. So, if his business was failing, it's because he, as the business owner, was failing. Most people start a business for the wrong reasons, like wanting to get out of a job, or wanting to make money, versus identifying a need in the marketplace, and providing a solution. Dan uses the analogy of flying a plane. As much fun as it seems, you can't one day say that today you're going to fly a plane if you've never done so before. You need to have experience and certain skills in order to fly a plane. The same is true when going into business. You also need the proper training so you can get the skills you need to run a successful business. Most people neglect this and end up frustrated as their business falls apart. Rule number 4. Set wealth triggers. Dan has many wealth triggers in his office. These are decorative items that give a sense of power and provide feelings of leadership. One of these items include the letters LOK, which represents his personal branding. Rule number 5. Find mentors. Dan has read many inspiring and motivational books, but admits the turning point for him was finding a mentor. He found his mentor at the age of 21, after which he worked for free for an entire year. This is how Dan got started, gaining valuable skills and knowledge which led to him being a successful entrepreneur. Rule number 6. Get good habits. We are what we repeatedly do. Human beings are creatures of habit. The process of becoming rich is not an act, it's a habit. So is being poor. People who are wealthy have 3 habits in common. Habit number 1. They count their money. They are always aware of what they spend versus what they earn. They are financially literate. Habit number 2. Rich people pay themselves first. A percentage of what they earn is put away and invested. Habit number 3. They are always improving their earning ability. They do this by finding ways to add value to the marketplace. This way, their income goes up every year. Rule number 7. Don't have unrealistic expectations. People tend to jump from the one opportunity to the next. They see someone having some success and then they jump in, try it out for 3 months and then they say it doesn't work. What they fail to see is the amount of work that successful person put in to be where he is. Number 8. Have a healthy mind and body. Dan Locke does not smoke or drink alcohol. He doesn't even drink coffee. Definitely no drugs. If you don't have a healthy mind and body, you will not be able to sustain the pressure it takes to be wealthy and successful. Rule number 9. Be confident. People are always looking to make changes outside of themselves and neglect to look within. Your self-image is the most important factor to consider when you're seeking success. Most people don't want to be seen as failures, so they lower their expectations and make their goals smaller or more realistic. Rule number 10. Have a sense of urgency. The average human lifespan is 75 years. 1/3 of it you spend sleeping. Another third is spent watching TV, partying, socializing, sitting in traffic, and getting things done. 25 years left. In your first 18 years, you are growing up, learning to walk, talk, and run. You are dependent on your parents. That means that you have 7 years to make your dreams come true, and if you're working a job, that means that you're building someone else's dream, not your own. It's too short to be building someone else's dream. You don't want to wake up with regrets one day. You must step up to live your life on your own terms. If you're looking to learn how to start your own online business with full training and step-by-step coaching, then this website is for you. Enter your name and email address. The link will also be in the description of this video. I'll see you on the inside. Thanks for watching.